How 7 of 9's funniest Star Trek Voyager line became a meme. Star Trek Voyager has given the Star Trek fandom some of its most prevalent memes, like Captain Catherine Janeway Kate Mulgrew declaring that there's coffee in that nebula, and later requesting that the holodeck delete the wife of Janeway's holographic love interest. One Voyager meme that doesn't star Janeway comes from 7 of 9 Jerry Ryan in Star Trek Voyager Season 6, Episode 18, Ashes to Ashes, when 7 matter-of-factly states that fun will now commence. 25 years later, 7 of 9's funniest Star Trek Voyager line graces GIFs and comment threads aplenty, especially when something entertaining really is promised. It's not surprising that "fun will now commence" became a meme because 7 of 9's quote is hilarious all on its own, but the line also has context that actually matters to 7 of 9 Star Trek Voyager character arc. The real fun commences 2 episodes earlier in Star Trek Voyager Season 6, Episode 16 Collective, when the USS Voyager encounters a mini collective of bored children on a derelict cube. Like 7 Star Trek, Voyager's bored children can be taught to regain their individuality, so 7 promises to take responsibility for the children until they can be reunited with their families. 7 of 9's funniest Star Trek Voyager line becoming a meme explained. 7 of 9's funniest line was in Star Trek Voyager Season 6, Episode 18, Ashes to Ashes, before it became a meme. In the episode's B-plot, 7 of 9's bored children are subjected to 7's rigorous and comedically precise schedule. This day consists of 2 breaks when nutrients are consumed, education in the science lab and holodeck, and a half-hour of exercise, followed by just 1 hour allotted for recreation. At 1500 hours on the dot, 7 perfunctorily declares that fun will now commence, like the kids can just flip a switch to start having fun. Fun will now commence has been adopted by the Star Trek fandom as a recurring meme because it's probably the most Star Trek way to get a party started. Besides the humor of 7 trying to regulate something as human as having fun, neurodivergent fans may relate to 7 of 9's attempt to fit in. Borg do not engage in spontaneity, so if 7 is expected to let the kids have fun, it has to go on the schedule. Fun, having prompt start and end times, is 7's way of framing uncomfortable ambiguity within a comfortable, rigid framework. Why 7 of 9 being funny on Star Trek Voyager is so memorable? 7 of 9's humor on Star Trek Voyager is memorable precisely because 7 isn't supposed to be a comedic character, so Voyager episodes that let 7 of 9 be funny are relatively rare. 90s era Trek often confines humor to B-plots, and 7 of 9 was too popular to be sidelined, so Voyager usually focused on 7 of 9's tragic history or verbally tussling with Captain Janeway. One fantastic exception was Star Trek Voyager Season 7, Episode 7, Body and Soul, when the Dr. Robert Picardo inhabiting 7's hardware lets Jerry Ryan show off her Picardo impression. 7's other funny lines from Ashes to Ashes are almost as meme-worthy. Jerry Ryan's comedic timing and impeccable delivery means 7's other funny lines from Ashes to Ashes are almost as meme-worthy as "Fun will now commence." After discovering Ozan Kurt Wetherill and Rebai Cody Wetherill cheating at Kadiscot, 7 issues Punishment Protocol 9 Alpha, also known as Standing in the Corner, to them and Ika Mano Intere Me for failing to comply. Even better, 7 demonstrates growth when she lets Mezodi Marley S. McLean have some real fun with permission to resume your disorder. That kind of memorable humor is a great way to develop 7 Star Trek Voyager character arc. In the long and storied history of Star Trek, few characters have had the cultural staying power of 7 of 9. Introduced in Season 4 of Star Trek Voyager, the former Borg drone played with icy brilliance by Jerry Ryan quickly became a fan favorite. Her struggle to regain her humanity, her Vulcan-like literalism, and her deadpan delivery provided some of Voyager's most compelling and surprisingly hilarious moments. But among her many quotable lines, one stands above the rest as both the funniest and most meme-worthy. I am Borg. What makes this line hilarious? It's not the content, it's the context. In Season 4, Episode 25-1, 7 finds herself alone on Voyager while the rest of the crew enters stasis to survive a dangerous nebula. Isolated, stressed, and experiencing the psychological toll of loneliness for the first time, Seven begins to hallucinate. At one point, the doctor tries to comfort her, telling her she's part of a family now. But Seven coldly and comically rebuffs him with, "I am Borg." It's not a joke in the traditional sense. But like many great memes, it's funny because it's so out of place and over the top in its seriousness. Jerry Ryan delivers it with her trademark stoicism, turning what should be a moment of emotional vulnerability into a mic drop declaration of identity. And that's what makes it perfect meme material. From deadpan to data packets, as internet culture evolved and Star Trek memes gained popularity on platforms like Tumblr, Reddit, and later Twitter and TikTok, this line found new life. Fans began using "I am Borg" in all kinds of hilarious contexts. Whenever someone was being stubborn, antisocial, or overly logical, you could count on a reply image of Seven captioned with those three infamous words. One popular meme template involves a split image. The top half shows someone struggling with basic social cues, like being invited to a party or asked how they're feeling. The bottom half? 7 of 9, unblinking and unbothered, proclaiming, "I am Borg." It even started appearing in unexpected fandoms. People mashed it up with The Office, Lord of the Rings, and even Barbie, showing Seven as the ultimate unbothered queen of self-isolation. The line, once a serious affirmation of Seven's trauma, had become an internet shorthand for "Don't talk to me, I'm emotionally unavailable, but fabulous." Why it resonates. Seven's line hits a unique nerve in online culture. On the surface, it's a funny bit of sci-fi melodrama. But underneath, it reflects a very real emotional state that resonates with fans, especially those who felt socially awkward or struggled to fit in. In many ways, Seven's journey mirrors the experience of neurodivergent individuals or people learning to navigate a world that doesn't make intuitive sense to them. "I am Borg" becomes a catch-all for that feeling of detachment, for not quite belonging, and for owning it. It's both a defense mechanism and a badge of honor. Internet users embraced it not just because it was funny, but because it meant something. The meme evolves. Like any good meme, "I am Borg" evolved with time. It was reworked as reaction GIFs, AI voiceovers, cosplay skits, and even TikTok trends. Some fans began remixing the audio with modern pop songs or layering it over mundane situations, like being asked to join a Zoom call or rejecting a group project invite. One viral TikTok had a girl being invited to a sleepover, cutting to her in Seven's sleek black bodysuit, replying with robotic flair, "I am Borg." The juxtaposition of teenage social awkwardness and interstellar drama? Pure internet gold. Even Jerry Ryan got in on the fun. In a 2023 fan panel, she referenced the meme with a smirk, saying, "Apparently I'm a meme now. I guess that's what happens when you're too Borg for feelings." Resistance is futile. In the end, the staying power of "I am Borg" as a meme is a testament to how well-crafted characters transcend their original stories. 7 of 9 began as a symbol of lost humanity, but she evolved, both in the series and in fandom, into a symbol of individuality, sarcasm, and oddly relatable detachment. Her line became a meme not because it was meant to be funny, but because it was too sincere to ignore. That's the magic of meme culture. It doesn't just remix media, it reveals hidden truths, amplifies relatability, and sometimes lets us laugh at our own quirks. And let's be honest. Who among us hasn't wanted to stare down a social situation and simply declare, "I am Borg"?